Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am Noelle and I am a Chicago-based content creator. I recently bought my first condo and I've been going through all the condos that I toured with you guys and didn't end up going with. And today we are talking about condos 3 and 4. If you watched my two previous videos, one, I talked about what I was looking for in a condo, and in the second video, I toured the first and second condo. So feel free to go back and watch those so you guys can kind of get caught up. So these are the third and fourth option for condos that I toured. Starting with condo number 3. Now this was a loft style building, which in my previous videos I had mentioned that I was looking for. If I was going to move out, I wanted to live in a loft style building, so that was definitely a pro. This condo was a 1-bed, 1-bath, but it was 1,200 square feet, which is large for a 1-bedroom. The place that I was currently living in was around 800 square feet. 1,200 square feet for a 1-bedroom was really big, which is definitely a pro. The kitchen was updated, but it was all wood, and I'm not sure how much of like the wood cabinet look I love. Again, I was looking for something that was move-in ready, so I was definitely okay with the kitchen, but it wasn't my favorite thing in the world. This specific unit had a lot of character to it. There was steps that went up into the bedroom, there were steps that went up into the bathroom. It was a huge open floor plan. There was a lot of timberwood beams. There was just a lot of character in the unit itself, which I really liked. There's also a lot of storage. There was so many closets and so much storage space, which again is so nice. Because this unit was so big, it was 1,200 square feet, ridiculous. There was enough room to have an entire dining room area and an office area, which again, huge plus for that. The unit itself was north facing, which if you know anything about like the lighting in buildings, if you're south facing, you pretty much get sun all day. East to west, you're gonna get sun either in the morning or in the afternoon. If you're south, you get it all day. If you're north, you don't get as much sun. And this was completely north facing, so it was kind of dark in there. And it also was facing another building, so it didn't get the best sunlight, which was in my opinion a con about this unit. And a few other cons that I noticed: there was no staff on site, which again, if you watched my previous videos, you should probably get caught up on those. But basically, because of my job, I need to make sure that there's staff on site, or at least somewhere where they collect packages. And in this building, they just kind of collected packages in the entryway or in the hallway, which I don't want my packages to get stolen, and I wanted to make sure that there was some sort of staff on site. So again, a con for this unit. There's also a 2-pipe building and not a 4-pipe building, which was one of the things that I was kind of leaning on the edge of deal breaker for me. And the last con that I noticed about this specific unit was the laundry machine, the washer and dryer were in the kitchen. They were built into the cabinets and there was nothing covering them, so it was just the big old washer and dryer in the kitchen, which I didn't love. It wasn't a deal breaker. I think the 2-pipe thing and the no staff on site with the sunlight mixed in there, those were the deal breakers for this unit for me. But I didn't love that the laundry was also in the kitchen. I just feel like that can get noisy and I don't like the way that it looks. So overall, I thought this unit was really cool. It obviously was a huge space, which is a huge pro. At the end of the day, I didn't end up going with it because obviously I found better options. But that was condo number 3. The fourth condo that I toured was actually in the building that I was currently living in and renting in. It was just a bigger unit. The one that I was currently living in was a 1-bed, 1-bath. And the one that I went to go tour was a 1-bed plus den. So it was like 1.5 bath actually. It was a 1 full bathroom and then a half bath right by the front door. I love the location of that building, and I already know that I love the staff and they know me, and I had been there for a year and I've had a great experience living in that building, which is a huge pro. Although it was kind of updated, it definitely needed some things done to it. This unit had windows on the east, south, and west side of the unit, so 3 different sides of it. It had a huge patio, all pros, but because there's so much sunlight in that unit, wherever the sun hit actually bleached the floor, and the floors were very red, but wherever the sun hit, the floors were super faded, so they definitely would have need to be sanded down and refinished, which I just was something I was not up for. I loved the space. It was a big unit. Obviously, it's nice to have a separate office area, especially because it was an all-window office area, which is really nice. It had a way larger patio than the current place that I was living in. The current place I was living in had just like a normal sized patio, and this one was probably double or triple the size. Entire thing, you could definitely tell a guy lived there. The entire thing was painted kind of a dark gray, so it would have needed to be painted. The floors would have needed to be redone, but that's about all the things that needed to be done. I didn't love, again, the wood in the kitchen, but that's not a deal breaker for me. And it did have incredible natural light because of all the windows, but at the end of the day, that was the most expensive unit that I toured. And with the work that needed to be done in it, I just didn't think it was completely worth the money that it was listed for. And on top of that, I would have had to pay for parking as well, so it would have ended up being even more expensive. So for that reason, I decided not to go with the fourth condo. So that's it for condos number 3 and 4. In my next video, I will show you guys 5 and 6. And then in my last video, I'm going to talk about the unit that I was in renting versus the unit that I ended up in. Hit that subscribe button if you found this video interesting, or if you want to follow along for this journey. I'm also obviously sharing the complete journey of furnishing my place and everything that I've done so far. So if you're interested in any content like that or any Chicago content, please hit the subscribe button. I am trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. Thank you for watching, and I can't wait to see you guys in my next video.